zotin Johan Ndisi, të adresoj këtë konferencë duke falenderuar paraprakisht për gjithë kontributin e posaçëm që shteti suedez ka ofruar jo vetëm në sektorin e shoqërisë civile, por në tërësinë të gjitha programet e asistencës për shtetin shqiptar, duke shprehur mirënjohjen pikës pari për gjithçka që ai përfaqëson dhe për gjithçka që shteti që ai përfaqëson ka bërë për Shqipërinë dhe do të bëjë në vijshmëri. Zoti Ambasador, fjala për ju.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Mr. Fjala, representatives of the bodies of the judiciary, partners and friends. I'm glad to be here today to discuss this important issue of labor rights and specifically the findings of INFOCIP on the monitoring of administrative courts' decisions on labor disputes. Why am I glad to be here? Well, my government has a strong commitment to labor rights and social dialogue. This commitment led to Sweden hosting the EU Social Summit for Fair Jobs and Growth in Gothenburg in 2017. But it can also be seen in the engagement of my Prime Minister as he started the initiative, The Global Deal, with the objective of jointly addressing the challenges of the global labor market. The reason for this engagement is that fair and decent jobs and conditions on the labor market are cornerstones for high productivity in an economy. Fair terms creates predictability for employees, contributing to a secure working environment. This holds true for Sweden, for Albania, or any other country. As we've heard today, Albania has a high number of, that the state is a major employer here in Albania. I think you mentioned 110 employees, yes. The public officials therefore play a crucial role for the country. In this, Sweden is no different. The civil servants constitute the backbone of the public administration. Let me give you an example. As part of the Swedish Foreign Service, our Swedish Foreign Service constitutes of 2,600 employees, with only 15 people in our ministry who are politically appointed. So with a change of any government, there will only be a change of 15 people out of 2,600 people. This means that there's hardly any turnover when we shift government. Not having a big turnover of staff based on political affiliation creates stability and also builds trust among the general public for the public institution. The reason I mention this is that the role of the public administration will become even more crucial when Albania opens accession negotiations with the European Union. The capacity of the civil service will, in fact, determine the speed of the negotiations. With the state being a main employer, this also brings a major responsibility. The state will need to be the main guarantor of labor rights. However, as the findings from INFOCIP prove, we see an excessive number of dismissals, bringing high financial costs to the taxpayer, but also affecting the officials themselves and their families. This affects trust towards public institutions. As you know, Sweden is a strong supporter of the justice reform currently undergoing in Sweden, here in Albania. But Sweden is also a strong supporter of the public administrative reform, which is taking place. We very much look forward to these two important reform processes moving forward. Their implementation are an important foundation in order to put in place a more efficient public administration that safeguards labor rights, but also putting in place a well-functioning judiciary that can quickly resolve any dismissals which are deemed in breach of the law. In this light, the conference here today is extremely important, highlighting a very, very important area, which is fundamental for the development of this country. And in this, the task assigned by the administrative courts play a key role. So thank you very much for bringing forward this very good survey, and good luck in your discussions today. They are important.